is Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Curriculum and Federal Programs for Jackson Public Schools, Julie Baker. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did you have a nice Easter?
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of candy finding and all the good things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Back to school after Easter, the kids all probably on a sugar high.
Yeah, I think they were worn out. Most definitely. Yeah, from the sugar high yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
And they're going to be bouncing off the walls this week with temperatures in the 70s.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
They're going to be very excited to do some extra brain breaks and recess.
Well, we're looking for the next recruits for Jackson Public Schools to start school next fall. It's the start of the kindergarten roundup season.
Yes.
How do you do it at JPS?
We have a fun-filled couple of weeks where we do kindergarten roundups. Most of them are in the evenings. We have one at every school. We have 7 elementary schools at this point. The only one that's a little different is Hunt. Hunt does theirs during the school day. And we just invite parents to come in, and we have wonderful partners that come, and they help parents to get ready for school. So, with a variety of different services that they offer.
So each school is different. Primarily they're geographically they're different.
Yes.
Is that the major consideration parents have when choosing an elementary school? Is how close it is to home?
I think they look for a lot of different things. I think it's how close they are from home. Some of our elementaries, we have one that is an extended balanced calendar year school. Mm-hmm. We have another that is a Montessori. So there's some differences between our schools. And then also, I think sometimes it's the size. Some parents are looking for more of like a neighborhood school, a smaller environment for their child. So it's a very personal decision. And it's funny, if you go to every single roundup, which I have done before, you'll see the same families. They'll check out multiple schools.
Like the Easter egg hunts.
Yeah.
It's not the same kids.
Yeah. Smart. Yep.
So what size? What's the range of sizes in the 7 elementary schools?
Everything from 120 up to we've got a school that is over 500 now.
Okay. Which one is that?
Northeast.
Okay.
Northeast is a booming place over there. So and they offer different things. Each has a different feel, and we have different specials in some of those buildings too.
Yeah. So one school might offer a certain language that another school doesn't.
Correct. Yeah, and some may offer language, and others may offer STEM. One of them, we've got a couple of schools that are great for our English learner families, so our newcomers. Those are, we've got a couple of schools, Sharp Park and Northeast, are particularly helpful and welcoming for our English language learners, and they have a lot of services available. So we have different things.
Do we have ESL at JPS?
We call it EL, English Language, the English Language Learner Program. So yeah, same thing. Yeah. So
the schools also have before school starts, or before you start kindergarten, there's different things that the schools like. Are there preschools at some of the schools?
There are. We partner with ABC Academy, Head Start. I believe with that we're looking at a partnership with Phoenix. So we do have some preschools, and then one of my favorite ones is the Felician Children's Center, because I used to be at Montessori, and they have multiple from birth to preschool, 4-year-old preschool. They cover all the ages there. So we have a lot of that happening, and then so between what's happening at preschool and then the information that we give them at Head Start, at Roundup, our parents have they have a lot of information that they can use over the summer to get their child ready for school.
And what should families be doing prep-wise before they go to kindergarten roundup?
They want to do things like getting immunizations up to date. They can come to our roundup and go to, I believe it's the Jackson County Health Department, and they can pull up their immunization record and let them know where they're at with that. They need to do hearing and vision screening, and they can actually get that done at our roundup as well. We'll have the Girl Scouts there and others, but they'll also meet their teachers, and their teachers will tell them the types of things that they need to do to be ready for school. From just knowing how to sit for long periods of time to actually practicing their letters and their numbers and their colors and things. So.
Yeah, it's as we were talking before the show, it can be traumatic going to school for first time, but not just for the kids, but the parents.
Yeah.
So you prepare the parents at Kindergarten Roundup too.
Absolutely. So they'll do things like they can get on the bus and see what it's like to sit on the bus, and even take a little tour around the parking lot. They can meet their teachers and tour the buildings, see what their classroom's going to look like. And then later in the summer, the week before school starts, August 14th through the 17th, I believe, they can come to our kindergarten kickoff camp, which they can get signed up for at Roundup, because there's limited spaces there. But they can come in and they can be the first kids in school for the year. So they can get comfortable before the rest of the kids show up. And they feel like big stuff, when they've had the school all to themselves. So exciting things.
So the only kids in the school are the kindergartners.
That's it.
It's a big deal.
Kindergarten kids, and they're there from 8 to 12, and they get lunch, and they get breakfast, and they get to practice opening milk cartons and doing all the fun things that kindergartners need to learn how to do. So.
Yeah, the juice box straw, that can be a real challenge.
You got to have good aim for
Yeah,
that.
I have a problem with that.
And the little ketchup packets are they're tough for little fingers. So there's a lot of things. We'll actually give them what's called a kindergarten skill pack when they come in, and it's a styrofoam tray, just like we have in a lot of our cafeterias. We're making a transition over to some other types, but they could take this home, and it has everything that they're going to struggle with. So they've got a cheese stick that they unwrap, and they've got all of those different things, and it just gives them parents a chance to see what the hard things are that they'll have to do on their own during lunch and breakfast.
Will there be at Kindergarten Roundup a meal?
We are just doing refreshments this year because we've got the skill packs. So they'll get quite a bit of food that they can take home with them, but then we're also going to have cookies and something good to drink. So.
Some snacks to enjoy while you learn some things.
Exactly.
And so you've got Girl Scouts, the Y, all these, they're designed to get kids signed up for different...
Right. Yeah, the ISD will be there, Jackson County ISD. So if there's services they think that their child might need, they can check in with them there. Transportation will be there. The county health department, Center for Family Health, the library, YMCA, just lots of different groups. Oh, and then also True Credit Union will be there to talk about the Jackson Saves program. So they'll deposit the weekend. Brand new kindergarten students can open up an account at True Community, and they'll deposit some money in that for them.
Yeah, it's a great program.
Yeah.
Well, the families, should they start buying things for kindergarten, or the things they'll have to provide and bring to school?
I think just, a nice pair of shoes and their first backpacks are good things to have. But a lot of things are provided, and they'll get some fun things when they come to the Roundup. I'm going to try to remember, they're going to get a shirt that says Class of 2036, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
And if they're going to Young Fives, it'll be Class of 2037, so they can get their T-shirt and get their picture taken, and so there's a few things that they'll be able to pick up. And we're doing drawings for 2 bikes at each site, and then also for gift cards. So.
Cool. Is there testing? Do the kids have to take a test?
There is. We do a kindergarten screener at the beginning just to determine whether or not the student would benefit from Young Fives most or kindergarten. And in a lot of our schools, they'll be able to do the testing then. If not, if we didn't have somebody that was available to do it, then we've got scheduling that they can do there and get that set up so they can get that out of the way.
And what is the age for, I guess, a child turns, what is it?
They have to be 5 before December 1st or by December 1st. So sometimes we get this time of year people that want to enroll their children as kindergartners right now, but if they didn't turn at least 5 by December 1st, then they wouldn't qualify this year.
Nice.
So.
Well, while you're here, you're also Assistant Superintendent of Federal Programs, and I know we had so much assistance during the pandemic, and I think there's some things that now are just part of the way of the day now. It's what about lunch? Do kids Do all kids get lunch?
Yes, actually, all of the students at JPS qualify for free lunch and free breakfast. So, and then we just have a wonderful, Taher does a great job for our food service, and the students that stay after school also get a snack. I don't know that I'd call it dinner, but they get a nutritious snack every day too. So.
Well, yeah, I think that's great, and I know that actually changed, didn't it? With the state decided that we're going to make sure all kids, it's free lunch.
Yeah. I think you have to hit a certain threshold, but yeah, we qualify for it, so that's wonderful.
Well, I think, it's part of the deal. It should be.
Yeah. Make sure that they've got food on their bellies, and then they can get down to the business of learning. That's their job. So
good. Well, we appreciate you guys having all these resources for families about to start school into kindergarten and young fives, and we appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you, Julie. Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Curriculum and Federal Programs at JPS, Julie Baker. A few